A cold start, with the snow shower spreading quickly across the east. Heinz Seriously Good Mayonnaise sponsors ITV National Weather.
A very good evening to you after a bit of a disappointing, dull and damp Coronation Day for many of us. Things looking a little better and brighter into tomorrow. That welcome springtime sunshine makes a return before, you've guessed it, more wet weather into Bank Holiday Monday. And the rain to end the day will continue for a time tonight across Scotland, northern and eastern England. A little drier further west. But misty low cloud will tend to develop and thicken up as the night wears on. Quite grey and grotty into the first stages of Sunday morning, but temperatures not slipping much below 11 or 12 degrees, so relatively mild as we go into a new day. The downside will be that thick, misty, murky cloud to start the day across those eastern counties before things start to cheer up. Some lovely sunshine as we head into the afternoon, just a little more cloud into Northern Ireland later, and a few rogue showers and longer downpours in the east. Otherwise, a much improved picture on today, highs of 20 or 21 degrees.
Heinz Seriously Good Mayonnaise sponsors ITV National Weather.
This is my story. 8 years ago, I met Jess.
I'm pregnant.
What happened changed my life forever.
Promise me you'll do everything you can to be happy.
Who's Joey?
Joey is my sister.
Nothing is easy for me.
So move on!
I tried!
I didn't think that I would ever feel happy again. But happy and safe aren't always the same thing.
I don't think I can lose someone again. So, how does the story end? I don't know.
Brand new 3-part drama, You and Me. Stream free on ITVX.
Today is just about getting a clearer picture of what happened.
Can you tell me what it is that you've taken?
Your decision making.
We need to go now. This isn't going away. I think we need to tell them the truth.
Listen to me!
What is she hiding?
Help him!
I can't help him. You've got a gun in my face.
A brand new thriller, Malpractice. Coming soon to ITV1 and ITVX.
Love Island starts next Monday at 9 on ITV2 and ITVX.
What sort of person says that?
Good evening from ITV West Country. First tonight, a UK's world's largest thing in the country has been paid £8 million to shoot in the guns after she controlled her virus. New management of the new recommendations are now be cleared £463 billion a week, raised more than twice than accepted. David reports.
Cass Self was first referred to an NHS gender identity clinic in 2018. She's about to have her first appointment, but in London. In the meantime, she's had to pay privately for treatment. The huge waits have a big impact on people's lives.
It has a real impact on their mental health because trans people just want to get on with their lives and want to be their authentic selves, and part of that is getting treatment, like hormone replacement therapy. And if they think they have to wait for years and years, it can be a real detriment to their mental health.
And she's not alone. South West Support Service, the Intercom Trust, says the waiting lists are driving people to desperate measures.
When people are buying hormones on the internet, that kind of thing. So, because they just want to make their lives different. They want to live authentically as their authentic self. And it's such a difficult thing to do now with the waiting list being so long.
In November 2021, NHS England said it was carrying out a review into the services here at the Laurels, the only gender identity clinic in the whole of the South West, because of a huge increase in demand for its services. Back then, 2 years ago, there was a 5-year wait between referral and first appointment. But things have got significantly worse in the last 2 years. There's now a 7-year wait between that first referral and appointment. And I spoke to a parent today whose son was referred when they turned 17. They're about to turn 22 and have had no appointments, just a letter saying that they're on the waiting list. There are reports of complaints to the Care Quality Commission about these waiting times dating back years. But if the figures are right, things have only got worse. For people like Kaz, for whom these services are life-changing and in many cases life-saving, it's a desperate situation. Jackie Bird, ITV News.
Remarkable people who know him and in the West Country of Denise Jarvis, who passed away today. They've spoken to ITV News about recommendation of abandoned dogs who killed it in Cornwall, who spoke to her beforehand and she needed extra help. New recommendation has been... Stephen Harvis is in the scene.
Where is Denise Jarvis? It's a year since the 44-year-old mother was last seen, and her mother and sister are desperate. They want just one thing.
Just let me hug her.
That's all you want?
Yeah. That's all you want, because I just want to know she's safe. And I think any mum would want to know that she's okay.
Denise Jarvis was last seen alive on August the 3rd last year, heading to this park in Bristol. She just had an argument with her family. Now, they say she was suffering from a kind of paranoia. She believed people were watching her, so she'd thrown away her tech, her phone and her laptop. She had about £3,000 in cash, and that's never been recovered, and her family believes that would have run out after a couple of months. But she did have other belongings which were found here in bags. Today, police released images of these belongings which were recovered and reminded people of this CCTV image, the last known sighting of Denise.
We've completed land and river searches for Denise. Obviously, we're always keeping an open mind and hoping for the best, but have to prepare for the worst as well. We've conducted bank inquiries, mobile phone inquiries. We've spoken to over 90 people that knew her. We've conducted CCTV inquiries. And we've just had no trace of her whatsoever. We've built up a really good picture of her lifestyle.
Denise's family say she's highly intelligent. She gained a first in her maths degree and had a career in the mobile phone industry for many years. But she was suffering from something of a breakdown, they say, going through a divorce she found difficult. But she was a mother and couldn't bear to be apart from her child.
What kind of things go through your mind?
Oh, terrible things. Somebody's got her. Because she was so vulnerable. I don't understand how she's functioning, to be quite honest.
I think the more time that passed, the more worried we are, because, well, I think the 3 months point was a real tipping point for us, because we thought she'd had enough resources to keep her going for that long, and then she didn't, and there's been no trace of her anywhere else. So that's the biggest. The 3 months was definitely bad, and then it's everything that comes up in between. Christmas, birthdays, every family occasion where we're normally all together, and she's not there. They're the hardest, aren't they? Because we've got like that glimmer of light missing from our life.
Denise's family made a final desperate plea for her to come forward.
However she wants to live her life, we just want to know that she's okay, and that we'll always be here for her. That's the thing always. We just want to know that she's okay and happy.
Remarkable people who know him and in the West Country of Denise Jarvis, who passed away today. They've spoken to ITV News about recommendation of abandoned dogs who killed it in Cornwall, who spoke to her beforehand and she needed extra help. New recommendation has been... Stephen Harvis is in the scene. 3 NHS bosses in the West Country trying to solve the situation after working through the pandemic. They were working for all dogs during the pandemic. 1,400 dogs around in the West Country are trying to sort the situation after they ruined the forces in her West Country region, with 1,600 across Devon, are 455 kilometres. Innovations, who's imported in 5,000 dogs, around 5,369,000 dogs a week, who is quite understanding what it means to looks like if they wanted abandoned dogs. So speaking on ITV News, there was a representation who is being working through the pandemic after 1,300 victims. Stephen Wilbur reports. Thousands of dogs in the West Country who has been trying to sort of all certain actions with 3,400 dogs, who's raised £565 billion worth of the cash and left also with abandoned dogs. Now, Great Western Railway has been part of one of the largest trains in the UK. It has been reverted of 4,000 passengers in Somerset, Taunton, Cornwall and Devon. It's been representative on their behalf. West Country has been reported on the scale. It's one of the largest important in the UK. Has been revealed on these passengers, has been quite friendly, who is trying to afford 3,800 passengers. We've had Ted, who has been caught off in the West Country, trying to afford in Taunton, in Cornwall, the best cities in life, after this £500,000 has been recashed on their payment, who are losing 3,500 dogs. Is a Porter correspondent, Ami Bukashi. Well, thank you, Charlie, and that's all we got time for tonight. Loads of stories on more on our website, and we'll be back tomorrow from all the team here. Good night.
This is my story. 8 years ago, I met Jess.
I'm pregnant.
What happened changed my life forever.
Promise me you'll do everything you can to be happy.
Who's Joey?
Joey is my sister.
Nothing is easy for me.
So move on!
I tried!
I didn't think that I would ever feel happy again. But happy and safe aren't always the same thing.
I don't think I can lose someone again. So, how does the story end? I don't know.
Brand new 3-part drama, You and Me. Stream free.
What are you wearing?
It's Halloween.
Doesn't get more offensive than this.
Abs, are you alright?
There's nothing to be worried about. You involved with this vampire lady, Beth.
Man's got bare objections to this marriage. We got snakes, and we ain't afraid to use them. And a bat too.
Why did you tell me you have a bat, bruv? Vampires love bats.